Hello world, this is JWP, Primo Beats, coming to you live from my bedroom. For around 20 years I've been mixing and mastering music, rapping, songwriting, along with everything else that goes with music production, such as graphic design and editing, photo editing, video editing, and for around 15 years I've been using SynthEdit to make my own audio plugins. Check out my website JWPsite.com for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, check out my GoFundMe, JWP Fund, or my PayPal, jwpmas@gmail.com. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever makes you click or appreciated. So I'm going to be looking at a unboxing. This is an unboxing video I'm going to be looking at. I'm just trying to get a page. I didn't think I need this page, but I feel like this might be the best way to present this bit until I get into the thick of it. So yeah, so this is the Papalook a PA552, not the 4K version, though I have the regular version. There's different ones. There's an HDR. I don't have HDR. Didn't realize there's an HDR. What's the HDR? Oh, it doesn't have the ring. Yeah, it doesn't have the light ring. So yeah, so I guess I'll look at this. I did a little bit of research. I stayed up all night looking at different videos, making sure this was the one I wanted. I just needed something quick. I don't do a lot of stuff. I was looking at the Insta360, whatever, the one with the gimbal they call it, right? That kind of follows you around and stuff. However, most of my videos are just me sitting here, and I don't really have a lot of cash flow right now, so this was sort of the option. And I did get it for dirt cheap on Amazon, because like $20. So yeah, some of the functions here we have 3 different settings for the light. There's a built-in ring light, and there's 3 different settings for it. Built-in noise canceling microphones. From the videos I watched, the microphones are awful, so I'm not even sure I'm going to be looking at that. It does say 2 omnidirectional, so my question is that stereo? Does that make a stereo image? I mean, they're awful, so I'll probably never use them, but I'm just curious, is that stereo? Smooth and clear video will be the judge of that, I suppose. I'm going to find out. From what I've seen, it does look good. There was another one I was looking at, was a little bit cheaper, surprisingly, under $20. What I think happened to the market is, now that all the 4K stuff is out, all the 1080p stuff is dropping in price substantially. 360, 75 degree wide angle, so apparently they say it's a wide angle, but is 75 really accommodates 2 people? Okay, so it must be a bit of a wide angle. And 360, I was kind of hoping more for a fixed one, because like I said, I don't do a lot of moving around, but I guess in the event that maybe I can move it to the other side of my screen, do 2 cameras or something. I don't know. It's nice to have. However, I worry that it's gonna like wear out and it's gonna be constantly swobbling or squiggling on its own, wobbling. I say rotating. I don't know. Swiveling. It's gonna be constantly swiveling on its own. And universal compatibility, so that's a given. What you get is a webcam, a manual, light tripod, cleaning cloth, 30-day exchange. I don't get that. 18-month warranty. I'll probably get that. Hassle-free naked product warranty. So I'm not sure about that. So yeah, it does explain a little more here, and then there's some more stuff there. So generally how this is going to go is I'm going to switch to my main cam. The reason I do... Oh, I was on the wrong screen the whole time? Oh no, because I switched. I was like... Okay, because that was my OBS, and I'm going to be spending the majority of the time in OBS setting it up. However, as I was saying, the main reason I do these videos is so that I have proof that if it doesn't work, it was fresh out of the box, right? This is fresh, sealed. That's how it came in the mail. I don't have like the shipping box or whatever, but it's not like I'm gonna... Anyway, so that's the box. It's still sealed. It sounds okay. It came in a pretty solid box. I was actually pretty surprised how integral the box was. Like it was a box, and then there was like this little chamber thing that held this box inside, and I imagine inside this box there's another sort of, would you say, encrusted concave spot for the stuff. Anyway, so I'm gonna get into it, and this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna do this camera and I set it over here. Maybe I'll boost it up a little more. Can I get a little more? No, that's as high as she goes. So I'm gonna move my microphone out of the way for now. And then that should be good. That looks good, yeah. And this is what it looks like, me chilling on a chair from a distance. Hopefully the microphone's good. there, put my microphone. So voila. Here's the box. It looks quite awful. This is why I'm getting wanted a new camera, because this whole thing is really oatmeal. This is a 1280 cam that came with my computer. When I bought the computer, I was like, right on. I got a gaming computer and it's got this, that, and the other thing, memory, fast processor, nice hard drive. Well, I had to get better hard drives, but I was like, yeah, great. And then I started streaming and I was like, man, my camera is so potato. So a little bit of rap rage right now. Oh, I didn't think to grab anything to open it. Entertaining, right? Entertainment. I'm not even sure that I have anything. There's a pen. Grab a pen here. Oh, anything else? Here, buddy. My drawer. There's a pen. My drawer doesn't fall out. Okay, so I'll use the lid on this pen here. Or not. Come on. I knew this was going to happen. I was like, should I grab something to open it? And I was like, no, I'll just be a fool and struggle with the case. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining, right? So this is the unboxing. Mind you, this isn't a normal segment I do. So unboxing isn't really my bread and butter, and I don't want it to be, because unboxing is just kind of whack in my opinion. I mean, for the most part, I like seeing people test things out before I buy them and stuff. But as far as like, wow, I bought it just to unbox it and then I'm going to throw it in the garbage, that's really not my thing. Not really? Okay, so maybe I can get it like this. I should put comedy in my tags. So maybe I can get it. Slapstick here. There. Rap rage. I broke my pen. Oh, good times. And I was like, I got this last night. I didn't think it was gonna come till today. I seen that it was in the city. And yeah, I was like, oh, I guess it's not gonna come today. And then late in the evening, it showed up. I was like, well, I got no time to unbox it now, and I have to kind of unbox it on stream. So I have evidence that it was fresh out of the wrapper, right? And you can see the wrapper has all its tags and stuff, whatever. $20. I probably wouldn't send it back if it didn't work anyways, but yeah. So opens up like this. It looks like 2 chambers, which is unusual for me. Usually like things come out in a tray, so we'll see. Okay, so yeah, it kind of comes out in a tray. There's stuff. There's that little cloth that says it has. I mean, not bad. Smells okay, I guess. I usually have like kind of cheaped out. My cloths are usually like quite big for my glasses, and it feels a little thicker. It's fine, it's good enough. It's not like I've never really wiped my webcam. Sometimes if I've noticed something on it, I've wiped it. But okay, it is USB-A. It looks like a little silk bag. I thought I was supposed to get a tripod. I guess that's why it was $20. I didn't get no tripod. I'm not sure what that is. Security things? Little tabs? Oh, those security privacy tabs. So they're kind of just little stickers. That's annoying. I thought it would be like part of the thingy. So a little booklet. So I guess no tripod for me, which is fine. The tripod, the one looks like it comes with a tripod, doesn't look very high quality here. Can I? I feel like it's looking down at me. Maybe I should drop it. Yeah, it's better. I just wanted to make sure that you couldn't see it. So there it is. It's not very big. That was one of the things I was worried about. Yeah, that's pretty loose. One of the things I was worried about was like imagining this giant ring on the back of my camera, constantly blaring in my face. So it actually looks kind of small, and plus like the weight of it. So this feels kind of loose. This unfortunately feels quite loose, and apparently there's like a swivel like this. Yeah, so it pops, it kind of clicks into place and it swivels, so you can maybe point it down at your keyboard, I guess. And it feels like there's like a groove there, so it stops, which is great because I don't want it constantly trying to flip down on me. So yeah, overall, I feel like the quality is good. It looks like there's like a sticker or something. Oh, it's a grip pad. Yeah. And then apparently it has like the tripod attachment, which is metal threaded. Yeah, there's some metal in there. And then some kind of serial case. Well, it's not bad. I mean, Yeah. Another problem is the cord. So that's what I liked about having my integrated camera, is that I don't have to worry about something floating around or hanging around. I did feel like I wanted to get an extra phone for my stream, and then I could do stuff from my phone. But like I said, it's another thing to chase around and another thing to set up, and then constantly clamping and moving and things. And then where's it going to sit? It has to kind of sit right in front of you, right? So what's my going to tripod going to be behind my laptop? And I'm not one of those ones that does a desktop setup. Maybe someday I will. So I like to be modular. It's like how my life is. Every time I get into a static position, something comes along to screw it all up. But that's a different story. So this is supposed to like slide onto there. Like, what am I doing? That I need a privacy slider. Just okay, guys, and slide it down. Okay, chat. I'm gonna change my shirt or something. It doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people appreciate it, I guess, but like external like that, I was kind of hoping it was in part of it. I mean, I've seen some other ones where it's like this rubber band that you kind of just slide down, which seems annoying too. I want to touch it as less as possible, at least as little as possible, because I just don't like fiddling with things, and I know I'm gonna have to take it off every night, which is kind of annoying. But I do have a keyboard tray. I could probably just tuck it behind there. How well does it tuck? Anyway, let's get it plugged in and check it out here. So I'm really hoping this increases the quality of my face cam and stuff. I mean, this is just really bad. This one. So I go full screen preview. Of course, y'all just seen that, but yeah, that's really bad. That's just like oatmeal filter, the oatmeal filter. So I'm gonna get it snapped on here. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to demonstrate that on stream. So it doesn't have sort of, I've seen some where this part here sort of has a little spring attachment on there. This is all one piece, one bit. And it does have a little rubber grip here and here, which is good. So I imagine I prop it and then I push this and then it kind of sustains its position like that. Oh yeah, I just realized I just realized that I'll be covering up my current camera. So I do need to like measure things, and then I'll put the twist tie back on and it can hang out in the tray. So I'll get it plugged in now, and then I'll put it on screen. And it also does take up another USB port. I think I'm gonna have to get like an extender or something. So I go into scene collection, and now I have a new scene. This is a camera catcher. Camera? Is there a camera? Camera? Display capture, maybe? Is that what it is? Video capture. Here we go. Video capture. This is the Papalook. I'll just call it Papalook. That's actually one word. Papalook source, right? Source. So I store all my scenes in one thing I call scene collection. Okay, and then we can switch to the Papalook, and then of course it's going to be like darkness. Oh, that's really nice, eh? Look at how fast that moves. The response there is way better. Greasy forehead action. Right. That's another thing too about it. I guess I can move things around. Oh, I don't want to don't want to show off everything in my setup here. There's a lot of junk everywhere. So I'll just put it beside my current camera, I guess. Ooh, it kind of doesn't sit very well. I mean, I guess it's gonna have to. I feel like that's okay, but of course my my laptop is like one of those gaming laptops, and they decided to put a bevel around everything, which constantly slips over guardrails and stuff. So this is another case where the top of my computer kind of has a bit of a bevel. So it's like, it's actually on there pretty firm, which is good. And then I can do that, right? Look at the color on that though. That's not what the color of my walls are. Let's put some saturation back into that later. But let's open this up and see what we got. So we got 60 frames per second anti-flicker. You can usually look at that by pointing at like some source like that. And then if we switch between them, I've noticed recently we get a different reaction. I gotta apply first. So it's already 50. Let's go 60. Yeah, so it adds a little more. Power line frequency, anti-flicker. So we'll go a little darker. White balance is there already. If I turn it off, what do we get? Like it doesn't do much for coloring. Not very great. Camera control, we don't really have. So there's autofocus, auto exposure. If I turn that off, what do I get? Darkness. Okay, so what about if I like move it around? Nothing. It's just auto exposure or nothing. Oh, so that's really dim. At -11, so let's do that. And then the iris or whatever, I don't know what that is. Whatever. Oh, let's default that. Oh, what was it, like 112? Oh, there's an auto. So there's an auto iris too. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so that's going to be a little annoying as far as like having to angle that thing all the time. It does have a nice picture though. Better than the one I have. Like I said, I'm going to go a little darker. And I'm going to have to do some stuff with crossbar. I think this is actually actual driver. Is there a driver? I think I might have to go get some software. Yeah, I just realized that. Did it come with any? Okay, so resolution, FPS, custom. Okay, so now I can choose. Doesn't have any. Whoa. So it does have double. Oh, it does have double. So it does say. That's interesting. Like the whole time. I thought, because it only says 1080p, it does call itself 2K. That was something else I was going to point out. Is why does it call it? Doesn't call itself 2K. HDR 2K. It calls itself 2K, and I thought it wasn't going to be able to do that. But apparently, maybe I got like an upgraded version. What? Because it's definitely not the 4K. Nice, I guess. Because I thought like maybe it was an internal thing, right? It's like if they called it 2K because internally it captures at that, and then it kind of dithers it down to 1080 just to give it, you know, that extra crispness. So that's pretty good. Like, ooh. Like, I mean, it's not 60 frames per second, but it's not slideshow action at 2K too. So the only problem is when I do 1080, it seems to like zoom in. So it's like a digital zoom. So am I stuck with 1920? Won't that be hard on my system kind of thing? Okay, FPS, and it apparently does 60? No. 60 FPS. I don't know, I can't tell. I'm not used to 60 FPS. Let's see like 15 or 5. 5 is definitely going to be like the cheaper camera. Ooh, ooh, we're really slideshow today. We're warbly slideshow, huh? Okay, 48 film. Here's 30. And so here's 30. I don't know. I guess the people who really know their 60 FPS can tell. So let's see the wiggly fingers. The wiggly fingers. And 60. So yeah, it is better. The only thing I don't like is that it zooms in. It does the digital zoom, so it doesn't actually like resample the picture. It just spits out a zoomed image. And then match output FPS. We'll go with that. I don't think I'm going to be turning up my camera device default. Let's go custom. I don't think I'm going to be turning up my FPS on stream. Like, I don't do anything action. It's good to know that I have potentially 60 FPS. And I'm probably going to have to keep it at 2560 because as I imagine it is the same load on the computer. Whether I use the 1080 or the 256 because it's spitting out a 256 thing, and then all it's doing is zooming in, and that's another thing too. I might as well just leave it full scale kind of thing. Right then, so of course that looks funky. I have to do a flip. Usually what I like to do is a flip. Here we could probably get into the filters now. Audio video effects filters. I think I need an effect filter, right? Well, I'll just copy the stuff from my webcam here, face cam. I'll go filters, copy filters. And then I'm probably going to have to redo them a little bit just to get things better here. So paste filters. It didn't do anything with them. Let me scale this thing into, so we'll fit the screen, right? Or stretch center the screen, fit the screen. Okay, and then what is so was I just talking away and it wasn't going on stream? So I don't know when it dropped. It probably would have been right after. Would have been right after. Let's move this over. Would have been right after me doing the crossbar stuff. So unfortunately, yeah, I was on my scene collection. I'm gonna disable that now. And then what I'll do is I'll copy that over to my main scene. Let's go like this. Copy that over to my main scene. I'll probably have to cut that stuff, so I'll just put in cut no audio. Okay, so all I did was talk about some of the filters and stuff, and I'm just getting this set up here. Where's my paste? Papalook here. Copy. Why can't I copy it? Because it's not visible? Yeah, it has to be visible. That's kind of not very productive. So paste reference. And then another point of doing this too is that when I want to edit something, I just have to come to this one and then it edits all of them. So get into this. So yeah, now this time I have audio. So I'm going to have to go back and probably cut that bit where I was talking away and there was no audio. So yeah, what I did, I don't know where I left off. So what I did was that's not what I left from. What I did was did I paste this? I thought I pasted. No, that's the wrong one. Public source. We want to put that in front of the captions. No, not inside the captions. Get out of there. Of course. Gonna move this up a bit so I can grab it and outside. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Then captions always are on top here. I'll just put it behind. I gotta put it in front of that one, eh? Okay. Again, there it is. Is it off a little bit? Let's see. So yeah, all I did was talk about some of the settings and pancake makeup because my forehead is like super shiny. And then I did already look at some of the crossbar stuff that was obviously on screen, right? So I don't know how much cut out there. But yeah, I got the filters in. And there's sharpen, which isn't doing anything because it's so high definition. Bright room and dark room, which I'm going to have to modify to get to the camera frame. So a lot less saturation, and I'm gonna probably have to kind of look and see what got chopped out of the video. So I'm gonna do a beer review. All right, so there's an issue with not publishing your streams by default. I can move this to the middle now. And that is that you can't go look at them. So what that means is that I can't see exactly what I missed. So I think what I missed was looking at this 4K and being like, oh, you can see every zit on my face now. And yeah, the pores, and I should be wearing pancake makeup. I should get some pancake makeup because it'll get rid of the greasiness. And what else did I say? I learned that from Sonny on the Beverly Hillbillies, the old ones from the 60s, and he talks about like pancake on your face. And PJ Phil jumping into an interview. I don't know if anybody knows who PJ Phil is that's watching. And he notices that his face is kind of shiny, so he just starts scrubbing his face all crazy. Anyway, and also the 60 FPS check. So we'll do the 60 FPS check again. And if I already did it, then we're doing it again. So I'm gonna switch to this screen. Yeah, so this has 60 FPS. I know I covered the, the resolution stuff, highest FPS. So it doesn't offer it. Apparently it doesn't offer it with, it doesn't offer it with full screen 2K, only with the 1080 So a little disappointing. So I'm probably going to go with 2K, as I was saying, because I feel like it's not even really processing. Like it's just dumping just as much load. Plus I got a better width. Maybe I could just go 1920. Do I really need to? So if it's, you know, sending, I'll just go with like this 1920 by 1080. And that's fine. I'll just have to be careful because my current setup already is like this little cropped image in the bottom corner. But like it's sort of in the same spot. So if it were in the same spot, does it actually catch my shoulders and stuff? Yeah, it does, right? Okay, so I won't have to crop it. And apparently it takes the load off of the machine, right? So pop it down, level it out, get the shoulders back. And then, yeah. So I'm just going to go 1090. For this, at least it's nice to know that I have those settings, I guess. I don't like the way the screen looks now. Video format, is that a thing? JPEG, of course, it's always got compression. I don't know what that is. Color space, color range, full. Is there a difference? There is, eh? Crazy. And what's the default? Off. On. Okay, and then what's color space? See if I can get some to match. No, that's it. I have no clue what any of that is. Buffering. Automatic auto detect. Enable. Disable. Enable. Auto detect. Flip vertically. I actually want to do horizontally, yeah, because for me it's on the opposite side. Auto rotation, if camera, if any. Apply rotation from camera, if any. So what does that mean if I go like this? It does no. It doesn't automatically do anything. Output mode, capture audio only. Output desktop audio. Use custom audio device. So what is that? Microphone on the PA. Okay, so that's probably going to pop up on its own already anyway, so I'm going to look at that too right now. Show me the pins, advanced audio properties, and it does not. So how does that work then? Where is it coming out of? Like, I mean, my stream is fine, right? Might check. Use custom audio device. Yeah, no, it's just still doing my microphone. Maybe I got to change the input here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. Mic check, and it is stereo. It looks like it is stereo. And that's full with a bunch of, it's not even doing anything. Oh, because I don't have it in volume. Okay, let's turn all the filters off. Ooh, that got really bad. Okay, and then we're gonna do like a left test, and then we're gonna do a right test, and then yeah, like I can see in the top corner here, it is stereo. I don't know if it's responding properly though. Doesn't look like it's responding properly. Okay, there it is. I think it's just swapped for me. Oh, I'm really far away now, it sounds. Alright, so yeah, it requires a bit of processing. But it is pretty clean, honestly. It's kind of clean, and it's nice that it has stereo. Stereo isn't the best thing in the world. For most applications, but for like cinematic stuff. So I don't know if that got picked up on stream. It's gone really quiet now. But yeah, stereo isn't normally the best thing for most applications. But yeah, it's half decent. I'll listen to that later as long as I can hear myself. Actually, I gotta wait for it to switch back to my other microphone. Switching back now. It actually almost kind of sounds better than my microphone, but I know it's not. It can't be. This is a condenser. So what's next here for testing? So audio's done. Audio check, 60 frames per second check. 2K, surprisingly, check, which is interesting. Oh, the light. That's right, the light. This looks pretty interesting. So my previous streams, as far as it's been going, I had like, when I moved, I really had this really bad lighting. I got this light bulb right above me, and it does this sort of sinister thing, right, where I'm just like, hey, join my stream. Welcome to the JWP. Today we're going to, take over the world, kind of thing. So hopefully we can remedy that with this light. I have also ordered a sort of a diffuser for my light bulb that just kind of clips to the light bulb, so that'll help as well. How do you say, company write-offs, right? I mean, for those who don't know, it's not a shortcut to get free money. It's, you got to pay up front, but because it's part of your business, it goes against your profit. Anyway, what are we doing here? We're testing the light, but I did want to mention that when I turn this on, you can kind of already see, I think. No, you can't. That's so the thing has, and let's fix this one here. It has, let's switch this off, and then where am I here? Switch the Papalook off, and then we're back to this one, right? And we can see that it has this light constantly going. It's a little bit of a distraction, and I didn't think that was going to be there. So here we go with this. We're going to tap it, and then we got that. I'm surprised my webcam is actually holding up quite nicely. That's 1, 2, 3. So that's quite bright. Let's just blind my camera. We're going to go around again. That little light. 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, so I don't know how awful that's going to be for me. Let's put this back here. And then another thing is this cord is getting a little, gonna have to deal with that soon. I'm gonna flip this right now. It doesn't affect the quality anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the Papalook because it's distracting me. I think I do it with OBS. I just say transform and then flip horizontally. Yes. Okay, so that's kind of like my microphone's here and then the TV screen's there. And then when you're on stream and I'm looking at things on screen, it's more appropriate, whereas I'm looking out of the frame, you know what I mean? That's so I decided to do that. Anyway, we're getting into the light here. So this is the light 1, right? That's kind of better. I still got this like sinister thing going on. And another thing I was talking about is my glasses are going to be reflecting the light, right? It's actually not too bad. It's kind of soft. I don't feel like it's really hurting. So let's turn it up to see if it gets to a hurting stage. So that's kind of ouch. And also we can see it on the camera, which is concerning. Like, why is it picking up its own light? Like there's this aura around the sides here. Let's see what happens if we turn, well, let's go 3 first and then we'll deal with this aura bit. 3. So yeah, now the aura is like full on. So it seems like it's adapting. We still got sort of this aura and my glasses are still there. So let's see what happens when we go dark mode. Like I turn off my bedroom light here. And then, so that's a lot better as far as like presentation, where I don't have that sinister, but now we're just kind of like evil, creepy guy in the room. This is almost like, what's it called, Blair Witch. And I got like a big extra chin section going on here. Welcome to my stream. Okay, so let's see if I can, maybe this aura is from just some grease on the lens. No, that aura is there. Yeah, that aura is like part of it. Okay, so we're gonna go 2. And it is adapting. I feel like it's like false color. Like the way I look like a Who from the Grinch. Do I always look like that? It's looking Bubsy. Okay, so my glasses are like really dark. I feel like everything else is gray, but my glasses are just standing out. And this feels like really bad. Honestly, we'll go back to the dark. There we go. And that's a better look. Just kidding. Oh, I just not totally. The face in the dark. See, even that's not too bad. I mean, it feels like very sinister. And yeah, maybe I should switch back to my other glasses because I don't like the way that looks. I'm not liking the way I look. Okay. So let's get back to the room here, room light. And in comparison, like, it does kind of kill the whole sinister thing. Yeah, because that's maybe 2. I might have to just stick with 1 for this glare. 2. That's a bit better. It's a bit more balanced. But again, how do I get rid of this glare? So I'm wondering if perhaps if I go 2K here, it's a bit better. So we still can kind of like see it, right? I almost want to like rip off this piece of plastic. What does that look like full screen? Yeah, like there's this ring. Let's switch to this scene here. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, okay, because it's escape. How do I escape? There we go. And then here, yeah, and then full screen for me. Or no, I wanted to do this screen and then full screen that. So we're kind of seeing. No, it doesn't let me do that, eh? Okay, so let's not do full screen. If this is full screen, I just want to see it full screen. There. Confusing. See how there's like this big ring. And I don't know what really does it. And it just gets progressively worse. Is there like a cone? Maybe I can... I don't know. Let's look at this thing. How do we do this? It's a little confusing to be bouncing around. So we're going back to the old camera here. And then... I actually feel like this is faster than this. So we'll look-see at this ring. So I don't see anything particularly obstructing the camera. I think that's just cooked right in, like a bad design. Maybe the disadvantage of the 2K cam? That's not good. I mean, $20 though. Okay, so let's bring the Papalook back. And it's not so bad there, and at least it's giving a little bit better lighting. And once I get the diffuser, they can maybe work together. But that, even though, I mean, it's brighter, and even with like the 1080 version, it's still not good. Like, where is that glare coming from? Maybe somewhere in the color space. Different color spaces. I'll switch to the screen here. Nothing's getting rid of that glare. Okay, let's try the different color range. So a little more definition there, but as far as glare, it's not really helping. Kinda like the camera's adapting, but I think what's happening is it's shining on the plastic, and then that's causing, oh, it's 3 different settings. No, it's 2. Okay, so, and I kind of like limited more, but I know that it's not as good as the other one. This just has more range, right? And the problem is that it's auto black, whatever, isn't doing it any justice. Okay, so use hard dart decoding. Okay, so video format. Yeah, none of this is gonna help anything. Unfortunately. It's just part of the camera. Maybe I gotta get the software. Because I seen when online they were using like a software. Maybe this anti-flicker thing? No. Get a different white balance going on here. I mean, it warms it up, but it doesn't help as far as this whole bit goes. Okay. Does default do anything? If I change it so it's 40, if I change this, now it's 40. Super sharp. Yeah, okay, so it jumps back to 40. What about blurry? Just default. Okay. Aperture. Nothing is getting rid of that glare. So I think the most I'm going to get out of it is that much. And it's not really helping for my sinister mode right now. I'll just have to keep it like this, I guess, for now. And then I'll pull in this. Does it help the range? It doesn't, eh? It just extends sort of the, maybe I could put something, what if I do smear it? Like, just rub my greasy finger all over it here. No, didn't help. Really grease it up. Should I just do the whole nerd glasses bit? Gross, eh? I just want it to work. Oh, I turned it off. I was like, it's fixed. I turned it off. No, not even. So that's a little disappointing. I mean, even for like a, how would you say, a shot scene? Like a, let's do a scene, you know what I mean? Look at that. Look at how bad that is. Is it like something on the lens? Why? Oh my god. I mean, the shot's fine. I just have to use like external lighting, I guess, right? And then at setting 1, you know, you can get a little bit out of it. It's still got that glare though. So let's say we're doing a dark shot. And the dark is like, ooh, scary movie. Look at how much glare there is. Oh my god, I just want to pop that thing right off. Yeah, and it just increases. I might as well just use some external lighting, right? Like this. Just put my phone here. Scary movie. The door. The door. Okay, let's get back to the moment at hand here. The streamer. I think I made it worse by all the stuff I did. Because it wasn't that bad, but I think I was zoomed in before though. Right? I don't know. I think maybe I made it worse. Right then. Okay, so, or maybe it was the color space. Did I change the color space? I don't think so, eh? Color range. Ugh, that's flickery. I think it's just trying its best to like iris. Maybe I'll just cancel the iris. I don't know. Not good. Anyway, so I'd like 2, and I'd like for that ring to not be so bad. So how can we get there? Let's look at this auto iris, because I don't think the iris, oh, it didn't, it turned off. Focus. Exposure. Let's try focus. Can I still move this? I can't, eh? Super focus. Super focus. Where's it focusing? I don't know. It doesn't seem to do anything. Infinite focus. Exposure. Of course, yeah, that goes all black. Is it? And then aperture. So I'm not sure what aperture does, but does it get rid of the ring in its extremes? No. So I don't know why that's not automatic. By default, everything should be automatic. I doubt the software is going to help. It's a hardware issue, and it's that plate that's on there. Now I'll go ahead and save, yes. So I don't know if I could pop that off. I mean, then the lens will be exposed, right? But it's better than super glare. So a little disappointing in that department. Everywhere else, especially that it's 2K, is better. So what do we have left on the list here? Let me go to the website again. Papalook. I keep calling it Papalook. I don't know why. Okay, so autofocus. That's the wrong one. I don't know where mine is, because this one's not called 2K. This one's called 2K, but that's not the one. So it's like they took these models and then just stuck a new camera in them. So the microphones are checked, they're okay. Smooth and clear, yeah, I'll give it that. 360 rotation, of course, is just more annoying. I can't see it on screen yet. Maybe I'll, oops. But yeah, it's smooth and clear as far as I can tell. 360, 75 degree angle. So it's interesting that changing from, 360 to, or 1080 to 2K changes the view angle, because we get like more narrow, right, on the 1080. Universal compatibility, obviously it's fine in OBS. I'm not sure about any of these other places. I will not be testing any of them. And yeah, I didn't get the tripod, so I mean, I'm not super disappointed. It actually looks better than the other ones I've had. And then I got the little cleaning cloth in the book for perfect exposure. Yeah. So maybe now I'll look at the book, since it's way later, the typical man move, right? The typical human move. I'll look at the book after everything. It actually says in here that it's 2560 1440p on a desk, on a monitor, in a house with a mouse. On Windows part, on the right side, you'll find 2 buttons for taking photos, take photos, switch. On Mac, using Zoom software. Okay, so it doesn't look like it does have any software available. I think maybe the one I seen in the video was just like Zoom or something, somebody else's software. And they were getting set up. It's a little disappointing about the camera. And I don't know, I might as well, I mean, if you were here to see the potential of the camera itself, this is probably where that's going to end. At this point now, I'm going to do my own thing and get this camera as part of my setup. And of course, I've opted for the 2K, right? Just thinking, might as well get that out of it, seeing as how I kind of lost other things. And I guess I'm just going to have to be the Sinister for a little while. That does look way better though, like compared to this. I just feel like it's so, you can't even see like my retinas. So this actually, you can see, but the glare is just, ouch. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do anything with that. I'll look it up later, but for now I'm going to get it in my setup. And before I do that, I'm going to do, I wish I could get this bigger on screen. I guess I could replace the face cam now on this setting. So let's grab the Papalook here and go copy again, and then I'm going to switch to this scene and I'll drop it in here. Paste reference, and then of course it's covering everything, but I don't want it to do that. I want it to sit pretty much where my previous camera is, and then perhaps I can just say copy transform. So transform, copy transform, Papalook transform, paste transform, and then it's, I don't know, it looks like it's moved itself to the right place, but it didn't like scale itself. So let's look at this stuff. Position 1920. Crop, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to crop some more, right? So what sort of percentage is that? Well, if it's 720 and then we're jumping to like 256, or yeah, is it 2? It is 256. Then that's 4 times 720. That's 4. It's HD. HD is actually 720, right? 1920 by 720, 780, and then that's what they call 2K Quad HD. When we talk about 1920 by 1080, that's actually full HD, right? So this is Quad HD. So what we're doing is we're taking that 1280, 160, 1280 fits into that 4 times. So 160 times 4, 640. Really, we're cropping that much, eh? 640 and 640. And then we're taking 400 off the top. And then, of course, we're just still super massive. So it's kind of looking the same. I feel like maybe this should be over here somewhere. Right? It's the camera itself that's kind of not in the same position as the other one. And maybe I can get rid of that ring. So I'll pull from the bottom too. Maybe by 200. And then from here by 200. 2200. And then it's actually, because it's sitting higher than my other camera now, right? So do I really want to pull more out of the bottom? The idea is too that I want to get rid of this ring thing, right? And am I looking at the 2K version? Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's where it's got to be. Because it's sitting right in the middle and reducing the ring all around. There's just no getting around it. And then, so as far as like being bright, it's probably going to be brutal on me after a while of doing stuff for a while. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm played out, because it's also got lots of blue light in it, which is going to kill my melatonin and make me tired. Where's my glasses? Always sliding forward. The difference is pretty crazy though. So let's go transform, edit transform, and I want to shrink it down, right? So what is, there's an answer for that. I can't think of the joke. Who is this person they call David? And why is Goliath so scared? That's from a Rob Zombie bit. Okay, so is this the size? Negative 640 by 360. So that's what we want, is 640 by 360. We're taking this high definition camera and we're taking it down to 640 by 360, 640 by 360. Okay, and then that's, yeah, so that's where it'll cover this one, right? It's still taller? No, it's just that the other thing is there. Ding. Okay, so now it's now part of my setup integrated. We are integrated, except that I feel like it sits a little high still, right? It should be moved down, but I could always just do this, right? It's fine. It's nice that it's a little stiff, but it's just not that good. I can also kind of like come over here, the other side of my camera, and get like a side shot of my face. It's like, this man is working. So I kind of like that. Kind of like that shot a bit better. And then, because it looks more chill than this straight on. The straight on is more like a presentation, right? It's like, today in news. And this is more like, welcome everybody to my stream. I feel like it's more chill. Okay, but like as far as this bit, maybe it's not such a good idea, huh? Maybe like a third of the way so I can hide my backup stuff. Let's put it back here. We're just gonna be newscasters, I guess. As far as the ring, there's nothing I could do about the ring, maybe until I get my diffuser. That's disappointing. I mean, this is great, and maybe my diffuser will help the situation. What about low light? How do you deal with low light? Just want my balance of my eyes. It's not the greatest for me, but it does help like bring my pupils out. No? No. Nope. Oh, I lost my monitor. No, I don't want reader. I don't even know why that's on my top layer. Okay, there. Yes. And then what are we doing? So I want to get some color back, because that's kind of closer, but compared to like the other one, compared to this, that's way different. So that's what I'll be looking at, is I'll be looking at getting some color back here. So let's switch back to here, and let's go into the Papalook, and I'll maybe give it some color, so like I said, I don't look all, or some brightness, so I don't look all sinister. And the black balance or whatever is totally off here. It's nice that it has a deeper range, but it's just not doing it. So is there like an auto color corrector? Isn't there color correction, right? Color correction, yes. And then let's put it in here. And then color multiply, color add. I don't know what that is. Color multiply, is that... Isn't there like an eyedropper so I can grab from the screen? No. That's not what that is. Color add. So what if I make like this like blue or something? What happens? Oh, color multiply. Oh. Now the color add, and then we say what red. Let me see. Right. Very sinister. This is my new favorite word, I guess. It's interesting. And what is this, like backwards? So what happens if I put them backwards? What do we get? Nothing. It's just like, nope. That's not a thing. And I have no clue what these are doing. Okay, so info settings only apply to SDR video. Yeah, okay. So there's no like picker color correction. So that's probably only for this, right? Yeah, see, like that gives me the color back and that kills the color. So we're kind of, compared to my other one, we're kind of somewhere around here. I mean, I know that it's like super bright. I don't know. Have I always used it like that? Is that what my stream looks like? Anyway, so this is a little closer to the color of the wall. I'm a little colorblind too, but my color blindness is lack of color. So me seeing this, like this, just totally is a big red flag that this is totally like lacking color for people who aren't colorblind like me. So me adding a little color back into it, I say about there, probably looks right. And then if I use my color corrector for my stream, it does change on stream. I was always curious about that. So it's blaring for everybody else that has regular color, but for me that's kind of normal. It doesn't really change a lot for me though. My face looks really like peach, but yeah. And it's unfortunate about the ring, but of course my temp, it still isn't good. Like I could probably pull the brightness a bit and then contrast down, or is it the other way? Contrast up, brightness down. Contrast up, brightness down. But that's not what I want, right? Like I want like a white balance. I don't know why the automatic white balance kind of sucks. But let's go back to the default here, and then let's see what's going on. Is there a white balancer? Chroma key, color key, color key? What is that? Color key type green, custom color, select color. Where's the select color? Like, doesn't it have the dropper bit? I don't know why. Is this isn't chroma key though, is it? What is this? Similarity, opacity, gamma, color key. Is it? Can't tell. What it's supposed to be, opacity? Oh yeah, so it is sort of a chroma key, I think. Because I can see down in my bottom corner here, I'm fading away, man. Fading away, bro. Okay, so let's try enhance portraits. Because these never really worked before on my regular webcam, but maybe now that I have... Brutal. I think OBS died. It's OBS. And that might just kill my stream. Yeah, I think OBS is toast. So I think that's it for streaming. Maybe I'll wait for it to recover. It's interesting how it's still feeding like Twitch. A stream. But as far as like being able to continue with messing about the settings, oh, there it recovered. So there's the portrait enhance. I'm not sure how well things are holding up. I obviously lost major frames per second. Yeah, I've dropped 15,000 frames since I started. Doesn't seem like I'm dropping any more though. So how does this? Let's color correct. I want enhance portrait. Let's get rid of color correct. Yes. And these other ones were just like brightness increase and stuff. Okay, so what do these do? Let's check this out. Biffin, blah blah blah. Did they just not do anything? Let's try this. No, I don't want that. Let's go CPU, I think. And that'll slow down my computer, but at least it won't kill OBS. So how is that an enhancement? No enhance. Like, how is this an enhancement? Background removal? I don't know. Oh, it's actually doing different things. Is it? Kinda. I mean, it's trying its best at its dropout. I don't know. That doesn't even do anything. Okay, so that's not really much of an improvement. I don't know. Maybe because I have them full blast. Let's Let's try like 50% or something. Yeah, it just looks like puts a bunch of fog on it. Maybe they have to be GPU. It's not really helping. That one's just grudging. Also, I'll try GPU, direct ML. I've never heard of that. Okay, so no, that just kills my CPU. Yeah, no, let's get this out of here because that's not doing anything for me. Now, so where's like white map? HDR tone mapping override. Reinhard. White level. Nits. 300 nits. Then we have a new measure, people. It's called nits. Imagine, well, I guess it's not new. For me, it's new. That's not helping anything. I just want to get my white balance. That's it. And I do not want to have to go get a plugin. Image mask blend. I think that's just like a fader or something. Image mask. Path. Color opacity. Mouth blend. Multiply. So I think this is like you put two things on top of each other and then they affect each other or something. Nope. Not white balance anyway. So I know the camera does have it, but it doesn't seem to like do anything as far as I want it to. Luma key? What's that? Luma key. Smooth min. Ooh. So is that part of like that color space, right? LMS or whatever? Smoothing. Not what I'm looking for. So let's look at the color. Is it the crossbar again? So there's supposed to be a crossbar, but it doesn't load anything. Right? There's configure crossbar, which is usually a piece of software that comes with the device or whatever. I might just have to go with the other limited color space, and then I can't move that. And then see, that's actually not bad, but I mean it's not auto, right? I don't know why it thinks this is such a good idea to be auto. It's like, there you go, automatic. It's fixed now. When this kind of looks better. Maybe it's just its preference, I guess. Because yeah, that's way better. So it looks like I'm going to be going with the limited color space just to get some of that black is black and white is white sort of thing. Range limited, and then we get sort of a more defined black, right? Opposed to this, where we kind of got that gray haze. So I like that better, but for shooting, I'd probably go full, like for when I do, post-processing. So yeah, let's go with that. Which is unfortunate, like, is there nothing else I can do here? This was exposure. He's exposed. Focus. Focus. I don't understand aperture. I know the iris is to let light in or something, but it doesn't seem to like do anything. So turn it up. Turn it down. Yeah, doesn't seem to do anything. And when I turn it on, it doesn't seem to do anything else either. There's also no low light compensation. So I like this better than the other one. That's limited space. We'll go with this. I'll go with this. Save. And then I'll put some post filters. So we got dark room, light room, and sharpness. I always like to add just a little bit of sharpness. However, in this case, I think we're going to have to go like that, right? Yeah, that's way better. That's pretty brutal. Usually I go like 60 is my magic number. I find. That's a little sharp though. Got lots of aliasing there. So maybe we'll go like 0.06. What did I have it at? 1? 0.06? 0.6. OBS does this weird thing with its numbers. Let's just get... Oh, did it keep? I think it kept that, right? Bugger. And I wanted to see like what the difference was, because I don't remember where I had it now. Was it like 0.1? Let's see. How sharp is that? It's looking pretty aliasly sharp. That's not bad. That's actually really nice. I mean, like I said, you can see all my zits and all my pores and stuff. Little hairs up here. Okay. if I turn it off, do you can still see all that cool stuff? Like, how much are we sharpening? Barely. That's barely doing anything. Okay, so let's push a little harder. Push more. Let's see what I can get here. So let's try that 0.6 and we'll just exaggerate it, right? To see exactly how bad it is at this. Like, I don't know what it looks like. That's actually really okay-ish. But we can start to see like what my other camera was doing, where we get a little bit of the oatmeal, right? The pixel density or whatever it's called, I think. And we can start to see it a little bit. So maybe half of that or a quarter of that is what I would like. So let's try 0.3. Let's try a little extreme. What would 3, the 6 divided by be 246, right? Try 4 first. A third of 6 is 4. 0.4444. 444. Only 44. Okay, so what does that look like? So pixel density is reduced. Looks a little better, but I'm still getting that oatmeal effect. And what does that look like on this? You can kind of see the delay between them. Aliasing, lots of aliasing there. I don't like that. So let's not use that. How do I? Oh, I'm looking at it. That's tripping out, man. It's called Inception. My brain went Inception for a second. Okay, so then let's try half of that, which is 0.3. Still aliasing. So that's not very good. I mean, it's probably always going to kind of alias. But maybe I can reduce it and like not overdo it. Let's see, what was the original I had? 106, right? 06. And then, so yeah, it's kind of always aliasing. Like there's no escaping it. So let's just focus on picture quality, I guess. It's so good, but I know it could be better. Like I like my stuff sharp, extra sharp. I just look like a different person. And that's why I got it. No more Sinister Man. Okay, so 0.6, 0.3, 0.22. And so the point is to watch out for this oatmeal. Watching out for the oatmeal effect. So it's kind of there. I believe it might be sharp enough. But I like things sharp, like I said. So let's push it a little harder, back up to, let's say the half again, 0.3. It's so annoying with those numbers. And then checking that out. So oatmeal versus sharpness, like. And again, let's do an exaggerated version because I want to see what the potential is and where, you know, the guardrail is. So this is full blast. And we're looking, yeah, so the point is we're getting like sharpness. We're getting extra sharp here, but we're also getting that oatmeal. Like that oatmeal, right? That I don't much care for. It's really grainy. It's not very discernible in this little pocket thing, but okay, so do that third. What's half? 3 quarter. I don't want a quarter. What's 3/4 of 60? Let's see. Let's try 3/4 and I'll probably be happy with that. So 0.6 divided by 4 times 3 is 4.5. So let's go 4.5. I'll probably be happy with that. I know I'm over sharpening, but like I said, that's how I like it. So let's get it now. And we probably got lots of oatmeal, but we probably got a nice balance between detail. Yeah. So we got oatmeal and we have detail. We kind of got the best of both worlds. I like that. Now let's get some color back in there. Like this is so we got the black level. Black level's good. Well, as good as it's going to get. What am I looking for? Filters. Black level is as good as it's going to get. Sharpen is there. Should we put it last? I might as well put it last, right? And then brightness. How's the brightness? Well, I got so many lamps and stuff. The brightness is fine. So I don't really need to rebalance the brightness. What am I looking for? Color correction? Is that something I want? So there's 2 places I can do this. I can do this hard pin or I can do it soft pin. Either hardware, you know, on the hardware level or on the software level. So I feel like the software level is better so I can get a raw image every time I start the camera elsewhere. Whereas if I do it from the camera, well, let's see, right? Which one is better, in fact? So let's go saturation here. We're looking around. We want somewhere like this. Again, maybe 4 or 5 is the magic number today. And what does that look like compared to the old one? So a bit better. It's a little brighter in the old one, but we have a better balance now of what's going on here. And I'm going to turn on my, what do you call it, filter? Yeah, like my skin looks really gray still. But I mean, that's just me, right? So let's turn on the, yeah, color filter. So that's kind of what everybody else is seeing. I feel like there's a balance there already. So that should be fine. We're sort of just breaching out of, and it's this blue ring that's not helping anything. Maybe, you know what that is? Maybe that's the light from the thing, right? But maybe it's not. Because I was thinking maybe it's that blue light when it's off, but it's always there, right? So that's not really affecting it. 2. And then, what am I doing? Get color. And so we're getting a bit better color. Comparing it to, yeah, that's a lot better than it was. Even skin tone's a bit better. As well, though, I think it's like the eye level of it. It's really bad. I don't like the eye level of it. I might have to just start working like this. This thing's stuck. Because that's eye level. And I like eye level. Of course, it doesn't help with the ring. And on this one, it's lower now. But this is where it's supposed to be, right? Okay, so let's get over here. Let's try it like this. And I might just have to do the 1080 thing. Because that's a lot. That's a big... Most times I'm all early in the morning. I'm like, oh, bro, let's do this. Hello, world. All early, so it's still a little low. And of course, you can see that stuff. I just don't want it looking down because the perception is like this. That's the perception, right? If I do it too high, the perspective, not the perception, the perspective is like this. And at first glance, it's like great, but look, it makes my forehead look really. Hello, world. So we want something more like this, right? It's probably the best place for it. Let's click it back into where it's supposed to be. It has that point where it kind of snaps over. Yeah. So it kind of saddles. Yeah. That's what I was waiting for. The click. So it stays clicked at that position kind of thing. And now it's too high. So the opposite of that is looking up at me, right? Whereas my chin's now big. That's the perception. So I think the click isn't so great. I thought it was good, but it's not because it's still kind of low. So maybe just saddled. I feel like saddled is the best. And here, saddled there, it's still not greatest. It's still too high, maybe? Where's my... Because I need to be able to see my screen too. It's sitting on the top of my monitor. And the angle of the monitor has to be comfortable as well. Okay, so getting out of there, I'm back into here. And now I'm going to compare the software version here. The properties for the color. So can I get this open at the same time as the filter? Yeah, I can, I think. Okay, so... Let's turn, off the filter. What is color correction? Sharpen, color correction. So I want it before, right? Because sharpen does this thing where it adds black. So we'll do the color correction first. So it can add the black after. And it knows where to look for the black kind of thing. So white balance doesn't help anything, right? Just kind of made it, yeah, look at that. And I said, like, the problem with this is it'd be nice to keep this on. But the problem with it is that when I do a scene change, it doesn't know that there's a scene change. So it's just going to constantly pump this. Yeah, it's just going to constantly pump that, right? That's why it's important to use the automatic thing, sort of its pin internally. That's so bad. I wanted this there. Yeah. Can I turbo top this for now whilst it's up? That's called filters properties. Yeah, so keep that up. I guess not. And then when we have this on, it finds a nice balance. So maybe it might be better. I don't know what order it's putting these in as far as saturation versus white balance. Let's get the light back here. And then, okay, so 108. Well, I could just always reset, but 108 is the starting point. It's full blast. I kind of like that. What's saturation list? So just gray. 108. Okay, so this is as strong as it is. Apply. And then versus 108 versus sharpen. No, versus color correction. Okay, so that versus this. I have no way to check like full screen. It's kind of the same. Looking at this blue ring too, is I think this might be bringing it out more than this. Yeah, I feel like, well, the color correction is bringing it out more in either way. Both of them? No, not both of them. I kind of like the soft version better than the hard version. It's almost the same though, which is a good sign, I suppose. And it may be better for the white light, for the white finder, to use the soft version. Well, let's see. We'll do some lighting changes. Okay, so yeah, and then versus the soft version. I think the soft version's handling lighting changes better. I don't want to say a little bit of each. The sharpen isn't there for, what do you call it? So I'm just going to go with the soft version. And that's good for color correction. I could push it a little more, but it's fine. I pushed the sharpness hard enough. Just want to see what it looks like. It still feels a little gray for me, but I think it's the blue ring. Yeah, I'm seeing this bit. And it's that stupid ring. Which is unfortunate, but of course for the most part I won't be seeing that because I'll be seeing this for the most part on stream. And that's fine. That's pretty good. And that's a world better than... Maybe I'll do this one for the opener. This is such a bad idea. It's not looking at me anymore. I don't want to tilt it. Do this one for the opener. This screen. Hello world kind of thing, and then when we switch to this we get the high def. It should actually be the other way around, eh? And look at the difference between that. I think it's just because of its position. Is that really affecting the saturation that much? Saddled? Because it's not... Why is it different now? Did I seriously lose that much just from wiggling things around? Like, that's a comfortable screen position, and now this is sitting funny. This is going to be a bit of an annoyance. I'd like for it to just stay saddled. It's nice to have the option though, I guess. But yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be doing too much. It's like it's looking up. What does this do? That makes it look up more. Can I make it look down as much as possible? Yeah, okay, so there's this bit in the back too I gotta fiddle with, sort of the clasp. But can I sort of lock it into place? So as good as it's gonna lock, I think. And I can click it and then saddle it. It's like clicking. Okay, and then it's as clicked as it is, and then we'll push this to like both there. I don't want to change the saddle. There's like a ridge on this side too. Can I ride that ridge maybe? That's probably best. And then can I think that's good. I feel like that's good. Let's just feel around back here. It's not even riding the thing, but that's as it gets flat. There's no way I can really determine if it's flat towards me. Sitting in the saddle. Let's use this thing in the back here. This would be more for like this, right? Like, check out my keyboard, guys. Watch me type stuff. Is it the light going? Yeah, okay, so that's the light. Look at me do stuff in a full studio. I think it's behind. It's like a delay. That's kind of what that's for. Whereas this, I'll just use the clasp. Yeah. So that was my stream. Fiddling with this, and 2 hours of me fighting with a camera. And I totally blocked my other one now, or it's just off. So it's just blocked. Oh, that's the face cam. So I can deactivate it as well. Let's go ahead and deactivate it, and then on this screen, I'll move that in the corner. Oh yeah, let's actually bring the face cam back. I want to see the color difference, because I felt like there was a major color difference there. But I don't know if it was just... Yeah, look at how rich that wall is. Should I push the saturation a little bit? Look at the depth too, in the black. See, that's a little more similar. So I'll match it there. I feel I can get some more saturation. Not much more, a little bit more. Color correction, so we'll go to 0.6. Yeah, that's about equivalent now. I still am quite a bit foggier, eh? Why do these two look different? Ooh, well, the Papalook's over there. So which one did I match? Well, they match, and I never changed the face cam, so the Papalook. Yeah. But I did say it's a little brutal when I'm in full screen, right? Like, that's really... How vibrant is that? Wish I had someone to help me. Help me. But when you turn this on, we lose a lot of color. That's a red nose. But is my nose really that red? Pretty sure my nose is always usually that red, though. It's the guy with the red nose. Is it off? It's on? Yeah, my nose is always kind of that. Like, if you could tell the difference between my nose and my face, my nose is just red. So I'll pull a little less color out. I'm not going to perfectly match the other one. What did I have? 4.5, 4.5, between 4.5 and 6. Let's say, let's do the math for it. Let's be anal about it. So 0.6 less 0.45 divided by 2 plus 0.45 is 0.525 is the middle point between those two numbers. Stupid 525, 52553. So 53 is all I'm going to be able to get away with. Stop with putting your 0 in. Okay. So that's the balancing point between them. So I lose a little bit of color, but yeah, that's sort of the best of it. My nose isn't as red. Here's with the filter. Still quite red, but not super red. Is my nose really that red? No, it's all red. But you see how like the color balance fixed the color versus like super red, and then when the light change happened, everything kind of went into focus. I really hate this glare. Maybe I should put some shaving cream on it, eh? Till I could just go super red for a second. My new camera. Okay. Yeah. That's where it's at. That's where I like it. A little sharp. A little what you call it. Is there really anything else I could put it back in the middle? Snap it in place here. Get it flat. But I don't want it flat. I want it to be level with me. Kind of thing. Is it in the middle? Why is it crooked on screen now? Am I crooked? Oh, it's the left and right bit. I can't tell because the light's on where exactly it's supposed to be lined up with the old lens. And then pull level with my face, and then there. Okay. So like I said, not the greatest because of the glare, but worth the money. And it is 2K, so that's nice. Great for editing. In fact, it will come out 2K. First time having a webcam beyond, I think, 720p. So yeah, I think I'll call it there. I guess I don't think there's anything else to look at. I do have to get into some studies and a bunch of other stuff. I think I might have to cancel studies today. Anyway, check out my website, JWPsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, check out my GoFundMe, JWP Fund, or my PayPal, JWPmas@gmail.com. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever makes you click or appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Until next time.